Today we're going to go over the Commander 3 platform, how to download door files and run doors. Here, located at your main panel, we're going to turn on the knife switch to turn power onto the machine. After turning on main power, we're going to go to our FRL, turn the switch, turn air onto our machine. Here at the FRL, it's a combination of components. Here's our emergency disconnect, our muffler, our water trap, our regulated pressure, dry supply for the air tank. Here we have lubricated supply for all of our cylinders. After turning on main power and air, you'll go over to your control console, turn on the control circuit located here, and turn on your computer. Here we're going to go over our 4 switches at the control console. First, you have our control circuit. You're going to go ahead and toggle that on to turn on the computer and power to the machine. Next, you have your start sequence. That's going to go ahead and run the sequence for your door file that you've downloaded. Next, you have your start machine. That turns on power to just the machine. Next, you have your e-stop located here. Pressing it in turns it on. Switching it over untoggles it. You want to turn that on in the event of any bodily harm or machinery harm. Now that Kval Cam has loaded, we're going to hit Start Machine. Now that we've hit Start Machine, we're going to go over to our main page on the Commander 3, and we're going to hit Home Machine. Now that the machine has been homed, we'll go over to our Libraries tab, and we'll go ahead and verify a door job. Now that we've verified our door job, we're going to go ahead and add to queue down here, +1, add to queue, and then go back to our main UI. Now that we added a door to our queue, here under door specs, we can see the door that we've downloaded, length, width, thickness, and handing. Grouping of features that we have. Our locations for our H-blocks here, whether they're enabled or disabled, and whether or not the carriage has found them. Here we can enable all hinges or disable all hinges. Here we have the shelf pin configuration, whether or not you're doing 3.5-inch hinges, 4-inch hinges, or above. Down low we have our lock disabled and enabled for whether you're doing just bore only, face only, or plate only. Down here we have our routine speed, 0 through 100, and manually capable. Now that we've downloaded a door job, we're ready to move the H-blocks mechanically and get ready to feed a door in. We're going to go over to our H-block, loosen up using a 1/2-inch wrench for our 5/16 bolt. Move it over accordingly based off the UI. This one says 65 1/4. We're going to go ahead and tighten down and get ready to run the door. Depending on your door job and how many features you have, you'll move around all 3 or 4. Now that we've downloaded our door job and our mechanically moved our H-blocks, we're ready to go ahead and hit auto feed, auto width, and feed in our door. Now that our door is clamped up, we're going to hit Start Sequence. Now that we've ran that door, we're going to re-download that door, run it again, and simulate an emergency e-stop. Now that we've toggled the e-stop, we're going to go ahead and assess the situation and go ahead and address anything that we need to. After that, we're going to go ahead and recover. We're going to go ahead and untoggle the e-stop, press start machine, and go ahead and rehome the machine. After we've done that, we're ready to auto feed again and rerun the store. We'll hit start sequence, and we're ready to run the door again. Here on the ground, we have our foot pedal for your operator. Here we have our door clamp on the left, clamps up your door manually. You can toggle and untoggle this to move the H blocks when you're moving them around to different locations. On the right side, you have your jam clamp. You'll be doing that after you apply your jam into the H blocks. Here on the left side of your jam clamps, you have everything you need for your jams. Here we have jam shelf spacers for the difference between a 3.5 to a 4-inch hinge, located here. Here we have jam stops and reference for your exterior jams when you're referencing the dados. Same as this style here. You'll be using these jam shelf spacers when you need it for the 4-inch hinges, and you'll be applying it like so onto all of your H blocks. Anytime you move your H blocks and make a mechanical adjustment, you'll want to go to your H block jam clamp assembly and move it like so, lock it into place, and apply your jam. Now we're going to go over running a door and a jam together. I'm going to feed the door in. It's going to go ahead and auto feed and clamp. As it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and apply my jam. I'm going to be mindful of where I put my hands as I press the foot pedal to clamp up the jam. I'm going to go over, hit start sequence, and it's going to start. After the first hinge is done, typically you would go ahead and apply your hinge as it's machining the next one. Now the machine is done at the end of its sequence, you would hit door clamp and it would auto feed out with the jam attached. All right, now that you're ready to power down the machine, we'll go ahead and go down and right click on the icon for Kval Cam. You'll go up to the exit. We'll go down to the windows, go to the power icon and shut down. And then you'll wait on the screen till it says machine is ready to shut down. Now that we know it's safe to turn off our computer, we'll go to our control circuit and turn it off. Now that we powered down the computer at the control console, we'll go to the FRL, locate at the back of the machine again, and turn off the air. Like so. And now last, after we've turned off the air and turned off the control console, we'll go to our knife switch here at the cabinet and turn the power off. Like so.